Hey, what's up, y'all? It's popping in Steve. About to react to this video by Blackie Speaks. It's titled 6ix9ine dropped an album and no one cared. That's wild. I had no idea that he dropped an album. Is this recent? It's so crazy how viral he was, how poppin' he was. Everybody was talking about him at one point, for a while actually, and now just nothing. Nobody's talking about him like that at all. But yeah, let's see what happened with this album.
Now, 6ix9ine literally just dropped an album, but nobody noticed. I'm sure you did. Now, 6ix9ine, it's been a little while since we spoke about the man himself. I'm sure you don't need an introduction. 6ix9ine is a guy who made sure that his presence in the industry was known through all the antics and all the clout chasing and all the controversy he was involved in. Personally, I think all that has been played out. I don't really think clout chasing in hip-hop really works all that well now. Pulling a full-on 6ix9ine with the way the industry's set up now, you gotta have more finesse. Something Tekashi himself did have to some extent, but in a lot of ways, he also didn't have. The strategy for 6ix9ine was always to scream as loud as he possibly could in order to get attention, and it worked. He got non-stop media coverage, was constantly all up in the headlines, was beefing with some of the hottest rappers in the game.
I'll never forget when he got out of jail, he went live on Instagram and he like broke a record or something. And he's like, I got the most views ever on Instagram or something like that. Like everybody was in his live and it was like huge. So to know that he went from that to this is crazy.
One of them being Juice WRLD. Y'all remember that? 6ix9ine made this parody video of Lucid Dreams, making fun of Juice WRLD, trying to spark up a beef with one of the nicest people in the industry. And Juice responded back by starting a Walk 6ix9ine, Walk 6ix9ine, Walk 6ix9ine, Walk 6ix9ine chant while he was performing. I'll be honest, man, I'm really just using this opportunity to say this. RP to Juice WRLD. Now that aside, like I said, 6ix9ine just dropped an album last night. It was actually a Spanish album. It's titled Leyenda Viva, which translates to Living Legend in Spanish. I don't know if the Latin community would consider 6ix9ine a living legend, but y'all can tell me in the comment section below if you're in the Latin community. I literally just found out about this drop. I had no clue 6ix9ine was even making music these days because, he's been so quiet. Obviously, I didn't expect him to quit. He's still a full-time musician, but it does make sense why he would drop a Spanish album during this time in his career, though. Things are extremely quiet for 6ix9ine these days. Him trying to make his way into the rap industry, again, at this point in time, just would not work because we've already seen that movie. We know how that movie begins and ends. It starts with beefing and involving yourself in controversy and ends with not much, because clout chasing has never been and never will be a sustainable strategy to utilize as an artist. Don't get it twisted, it does work, but temporarily. And when the clout eventually subsides, you're back to square one, scrambling, trying to get hot again. The playbook that is 1985, narrated by yours truly, Blackie Speaks, for the billionth time. I'm sure you're sick of me referencing 1985, but it's true, okay? 1985 laid out the damn blueprint. The last time we heard about 6ix9ine was a few months ago when they beat him up in a Florida gym. Fun fact, I actually never covered that story because that was during my little break. We popping out now though, we back. So let me go over that story really quickly. So the boy Daniel Hernandez was...
we already went over that.
Very
good. He got his ass whooped at Planet Fitness.
Jaleel, who's built like a professional bodybuilder, you don't stand a chance. By the way, I actually recorded an interview with Jaleel a few weeks back.
Wait,
Jaleel,
who is this?
Jaleel, yeah, that's a flip. Jaleel, yeah.
Wait, you lost me.
So the ass whooping in question happened
at LA Fitness, not
Florida. Shout out to Florida, which I'm crazy at. 6ix9ine ended up getting hospitalized for this beatdown, which doesn't surprise me. I mean, they put in work. 3 dudes on one, unless your name is Jaleel, who's built like a professional bodybuilder, you don't stand a chance. By the way, I actually recorded an interview with Jaleel a few weeks back.
Oh, okay.
Jaleel, yeah, can't wait to release that.
Yeah, that's a flip.
Jaleel, yeah.
One more time.
Jaleel, yeah.
No.
Y'all
go
3 people are arrested and...
But yeah, he got his ass whooped.
Group ran off after Jim
on 6ix9ine, he hasn't done anything to me personally, so I don't have a reason to. But when one puts out so much bad energy and practically begs to receive that energy back, and they don't, I'll be looking at God like, nigga, bro, nothing? On the real though, I think you understand what I'm trying to say. Tekashi 6ix9ine obviously had this coming for him, and probably has more coming for him, and that's just based on what he's put out to the universe. You can do a bunch of foul shit one year, and sometimes that boomerangs right back to you a decade later, because life is very long, and the universe tends to not forget what you put out, which I think is a very good thing. That's how it's supposed to be. On the other hand, by the way, if you put out good, you will receive good, so just remember that. I was never really interested in 6ix9ine's music apart from Gummo. I like that song, Maybe Siffy Y'all, Blakey got the stiffy y'all, and I don't think most people were. 6ix9ine was just a guy we were all paying attention to because he made us pay attention, and everybody was talking about him, including me. I done paid a couple months worth of rent with all those videos, so no puedo quejarme. I'm in my Spanish era right now. What's up? So this album not making any noise does make sense. In defense of 6ix9ine, for once, it's a Spanish album, so obviously I'm not the target demographic anyway. I'll say this though, it is a smart move of him to go this route, because hip-hop ain't trying to hear it, okay? He capitalized off the culture already, did everything he done did, and we all suffered with a capital S from an overexposure of his name and face. Here's the thing, right? When your name is tied to negativity, beefs, antics, clout chasing, and all those things we don't like seeing, what tends to happen is all the attention you're getting is only because of those things. Clout is fleeting, fame is fleeting, shit, money is fleeting, but all those things are even more fleeting when your name has a strong association to those things. For 6ix9ine, that couldn't be more true. And you know, sometimes I wonder, was there a good side to 6ix9ine? Because I've seen him do good, but I always felt like 6ix9ine did these things as a response to the negativity, and that always made me question his motives. The thing I've learned from 6ix9ine is no matter the external gain in terms of money and fame that comes with moving in the way he did, I don't think it's ever worth it. For me, since I'm a black and white kind of nigga, right, it's very simple. I look at it and I say, what are the long-term ramifications of moving in this manner? Well, it starts with you being forced to keep your head on a swivel for the rest of your life, and it ends with you possibly not having a head to use, i.e. end up in a funeral home. 6ix9ine also taught me that the villains actually do end up coming out on top. Sometimes. The fact that 6ix9ine is even walking right now is the biggest blessing of them all. It just tells me that he's very vigilant of how he maneuvers, which I think he should be, because if there's someone who cannot afford to be reckless, it's Tekashi 6ix9ine. I'm not saying that people are on the constant hunt for him, but I am saying that sometimes all it takes is one person who doesn't feel like they have anything to lose for something to happen. If you're someone like Tekashi who's running around screaming, test my gangster, well, the gangster in you will be tested. That's why my mentality is test my swiftness to call law enforcement and get yourself booked in the county jail because I got a life to live and I'm a law-abiding citizen. So,
period.
That aside, 6ix9ine dropped an album and nobody noticed. Does that come as a surprise? To me, it's obvious. The train has toot 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 left the station. As a matter of fact, there's a motherfucking ghost town up in that station. I'm sure you're not surprised, and I don't think 6ix9ine should be surprised. This is how it usually goes, in with the good and out with the bad. Just a circle of life, if you will. Anyway, any thoughts on this?
Damn, that's crazy. Actually, I never thought that he would even continue to be making music. I thought he was going to go into hiding or that something was going to happen to him. So I didn't foresee this at all. But yeah, now that he's dropping music, it's just like, yeah, of course, nobody's really fucking with it like that because, you know, he got viral off of antics and people get tired of your antics after a while. So there's that. I want to hear what this music sounds like, though. Not you trying to buy off Bad Bunny. That was giving Bad Bunny, brother. It's not doing it for you no more. No. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think though. Let me know what other videos you want to watch and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.